So I am back. I pretty much have everything out of here. Everything out. I left some stuff at the top of the closet up here, but I'm not really tripping off of that. It's super early in the morning. I got up at like 4 something in the morning so I can get this bed up out of here. I plan on getting the mattress out, breaking everything down. So that's what we're about to do now. But it's so crazy with all of this mess in here. I know I still have a lot of stuff to throw away because all I was able to get was crap. 1 bag of trash. 1 bag of trash. Out of all the crap that's in this room, 1 bag of trash.
I'm your DIY bestie, Steph. And today, my bedroom is finally gonna get the makeover it deserves. But before the fun starts, I have to do the least glamorous part of every renovation, moving everything out. Up first, the mattress. It's officially been served its eviction notice. Next, the bed frame.
Right here. And then I'm gonna get ready to break this down and get it out of here so that I can get the carpet out of here. So let's try to get this moved.
I loved my IKEA bed frame. She was stylish, affordable, and surprisingly sturdy. But after 7 to 8 years, she getting evicted because I challenged myself to rip out this doodle brown carpet and lay new floors all in one day. Will determination and a little delusion be enough to pull this off, or will fear of failure get the best of me?
So now that I have all the bulky big stuff out, it is time to remove the carpet. So let's go ahead and remove the carpet. I
really don't want to do this.
Girl, are you cool? You can't do this in one day. Are you not gonna get this done?
Are you definitely crazy?
Do you really want to do this? I want to do this. I want to do this. In my head, I'm constantly telling myself how I don't feel like doing this. I don't really want to do this, but I do want to do this because the main point is to see the end result, just in the end, when it's all done. So I'm gonna use that motivation to truck through and get this carpet up. So let's go. I got my handy dandy, whatever this is, and I believe it's morning time. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's go.
Let me start by saying, this video is not a tutorial. This transformation is a dream come true. You see, it took me 8 years to change 8 different flooring in 8 spaces. And with this being the last room to get new floors, I wanted to make this goal my biggest challenge yet. Now, in case I didn't mention it, the challenge is to do it in a day. Rip out the carpet, remove tack strips and staples, cut and install new floors. Now, a one-day floor transformation may seem like nothing to a professional, but I'm no professional, just a DIY girly set out to transform my space, one room at a time. Now, with challenges comes doubt, and that's to be expected. So, I told myself, for every negative thought, I had to replace it with 2 positive ones, non-negotiable. People thought I was delulu, that it made no sense, and that it was impossible. I even doubted myself for a second. For every negative I told myself, I reinforced it with a positive one. Because to pull this off, I had to change my inner dialect, shift my mindset, and remember that I'm a maniac on this floor. And when I walk by faith, anything's possible. Now, I must say that pulling up this carpet was so satisfying. And it wasn't even hard to say goodbye. But baby, let me tell you, these staples almost got the best of me. This was tedious and painful. Staple after staple. I mean, I didn't know it took so many staples to secure carpet. I mean, what? But then again, I understand. Who wants their carpet lifting? That's not the look. But it's gone now, so I ain't worried about it. Now, the thrifty bone in my body left an itch that needed to be scratched. So, to save a penny, well, it was more than a penny. You get the gist. I marked the baseboards thinking I was going to keep them. But new floors with these itty bitty ass baseboards was not the look. Long story short, I ended up scrapping them. And with that being said, I have a baseboard video coming, and that challenge was one for the books. Now, girl, when it comes to these floor projects, you must start with a clean, even surface. Now, you can go ahead and start your floors with a dirty, uneven surface, but girl, you're gonna be wasting your money. I'm just saying. Now, if you're looking to do floors in the future, or you know someone that has a floor project and they don't know where to start, your girl got you. Go check my channel. As a matter of fact, I'll leave a link in the bio, or I'll just put something right here on the screen. Now, when it comes to cutting planks, this is what I do. I line it up, mark the plank, and cut less than what's needed. After that, cut off more if needed. Now, I'm not about to go into the tongue and groove of things. Just go ahead and watch my other video. Transforming the floors of my home was merely a dream that I made reality. The moment I decided to walk by faith and not by fear, that was the moment the impossible became possible. If you have a goal or a project to start and you're looking for that perfect moment, the likelihood of that happening is never, because waiting for the perfect moment leaves time and space between deciding to start and actually starting. Leaving that space open creates excuses, procrastination, and fear, which leads to never starting or getting a slow start. Take me, for example. This floor project has been 8 years in the making. At first, it seemed impossible. That empty space created doubt and fear. It wasn't until 2 years ago that I realized that the perfect moment was now. Now, yeah, okay, I wasted 5 years. The real question became, do I want to wait another 5 years? Do I want to be here 5 years from now wishing I would have started sooner? Absolutely not. And that was all the evidence I needed to start. Once I laid that first plank, the impossible became possible. I reassured myself that messing up was okay, because that's the opportunity for improvement. And if it doesn't work out the first time, tweak it and try again. People spend years waiting for the perfect moment to change their lives, but change doesn't begin with a miracle. It begins with a decision to stop accepting what no longer serves you, to stop walking past the things you've been needing to fix, to stop saying maybe someday, because someday is built by what you do today. People will call you delusional, not because your dream is impossible, but because they can't see what you see. You have to show up when the results don't match the effort yet. Keep building when no one's watching. Start off small, because every small step matters. Every early morning, every restart, brick by brick. So stay disciplined and let your actions speak louder than your doubts and fears. Don't be afraid to be your own cheerleader. You need to be your biggest cheerleader, because a goal so ambitious will make people question you before they ever cheer for you. Now, if you made it this far, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hype this video. I set a goal for myself to complete this project in just one day. It took me 18 hours. My trash was full, so I was hauling trash over to my sister's house just so I could get this done. Mission accomplished.